Nice relaxing evening here in the Double A. First of all, I want to congratulate Lehigh. I know that league, and it's a good league. They've won over 20 games, if I'm not mistaken, 5 of the last 6 years. A good club. I know they had to overcome some adversity similar to us this year, and I think they did a heck of a job. And I can't say enough about the guys who competed for us and that were on the court, especially in those last 10 minutes, because I didn't think either team really played at their best based on what I saw of them on video and what I've seen from us 35 games from a defensive standpoint. I thought we got open looks and scored pretty easy for us, and I thought they got open looks and scored pretty easy for them. But I got to tell you, I'm so proud of these guys. We play different people in different positions that they have never played, many of whom found out seconds and minutes before the game. I mean, Leonard came to the trainer and apparently tweaked his back, didn't feel right. Literally, as we're running down, said he'd give it a try, but I don't think he lasted but a couple of minutes. You want me to get that? Like I said, I'm really proud of them. I got to tell you, the three components to win the game were all important. In that last timeout we talked about, in the event that they do take the lead, we got to inbound it as quickly as we can to any of the three-point guards. Whoever gets it, do not pass it, dribble it as hard as you can, and spot the other two in the corners. And if you look at our last 3 or 4 baskets, I'm really proud. At that point in the game, we finally looked to drop the ball off. I want to say we made assists on the last 3 or 4 baskets, and for me that was big, because how connected we are is consuming for me. And last but not least, I tried to tell these guys, it's not the national championships. I mean, I've had a good fortune, because I'm an old man, to go to, I think it's 4, maybe 5 Final Four NITs. And even if it's not the tournament you wanted to be in, many times it was not. It's a heck of a feeling to advance. Like, there's only going to be 42 teams in America that haven't turned their gear in Monday night when we play. If we win again, it dwindles to about 20. And if we get in the finals of this tournament, there'll be 8 teams playing nationally, and that's fun. And it doesn't really become understandable for our guys. It's the old expression, you don't know what you don't know, and I'm trying to put that in their heads. But again, I sound like we lost. I'm proud of these guys. I'm happy of these guys, in particular the guys who really battled back down 7, maybe with 3 to play. And I look forward to getting to the practice floor Friday. We're going to take, I got to go recruit. We're going to take 2 days physically off, and then we'll get 3 days to prepare Friday, Saturday, Sunday for Monday night's game.
Larry, did you say that Leonard tweaked the back and just right before warm-ups, or even just coming down during warm-ups?
And so we were just getting ready to say our prayer in the locker room, and I saw him lean over to Dustin. And then Dustin, our trainer, came in and said, yeah, he's going to give it a try, but he thinks he tweaked it again. So, I thought these guys really, took the reserve tank and did everything they could. This is a good ball club. They're a well-coached ball club. I think I likened them to a sort of Air Force and Boise kind of intellect and older players, and they're good.
And talk about that last play. You had, Josh and Nathan connecting there. Between Larry and Darius, they scored about 65% scoring as those 2 guys kind of came on there at the end.
Well,
big play.
Our quick offense is Larry to inbound it quickly. Like I said, the 3 components are so important. If he doesn't get the ball inbounds quick, he can't win the game. And he did. And then we happened to play 3 points. So it was Gilmore in the middle of the floor. It was Josh on the right side. And Larry got it to the guy who was furthest up the court, which was smart. And Josh did exactly what we said. And you're hoping that Darius feels right. Nate sprints to his corner, and that's all we talked about, was bring it as hard and as fast as you can, spot 2 guys in the corner, and knock it in. And I complain all the time.
or is this kind of an odd game? I think you shoot, 54% from the field, shoot well from three, and still have to hit one to win this. I mean, it just seems like the way you just look at the stat sheet, and it looks like it's kind of an odd game.
It really was an odd game. It was an odd game in matchups. You know, you got Nate playing inside, Hallerson playing the center. I think we put McManaman in for a couple minutes playing inside because we got in early foul trouble for the third out of 4 games in a row. Nance was in foul trouble. Josh was in foul trouble. Darius was in foul trouble. And Derek Cook, all of them in foul trouble. But somehow they weathered the storm, and like I said, I'm very proud of them and their effort. And I think we can play better. And I'm hoping that we have a few practices and another ball game. And I'm hoping when we come out, we play better.
How many guys did you have playing in there? I mean, there's a period of time where Jack was in there with, I think it was Riley, Darius, Austin. I mean, that's a small lineup other than, basically Nathan and Austin was over 6'3" there.
I couldn't tell you how long we played, but it was like we're trying to survive, avoid fouls, play hard, and connect the dots without Leonard, and at that point without Cook. And Larry pooped out a little bit too. He fatigued a little bit, but we needed him in the game. Larry's got his energy back. Larry's got almost all his weight back. These guys didn't complain all year. They made no excuses. He was a very sick kid. And I got to tell you, we lost a couple games. I could have raised Cain and made the fans feel good. I'm not going to do that publicly. I'll raise Cain in that locker room when no one's around. I'm not going to do that publicly. So I wasn't going to make excuses about people being ill and injured all year, and I'm glad the guys didn't either. And so this was really a microcosm of the whole season for us. Injury, different positions, foul trouble, and this time instead of Ellie Rega's shot going in, Sobey's did.
Darius in the first half. Hits his first 6, 5 of which were threes. I mean, how big was that? It seemed like the rest of the offense was kind of standing and watching Darius go off there, but how important is he there?
He was terrific. I actually thought he was terrific both halves because he dropped some beautiful passes off to Nate and Nance when the game was, either ours to win or lose. So, he lit it up from 3 when he needed to, but he really dropped off some great passes down the home stretch. I'm happy for him. When you're a senior, you see that sand sort of slipping out the bottom, and I'm happy he lives to play another game.
Larry, can you talk a little bit about the play before the game, Larry, when McKnight lost the ball? Granted, it was a bit of a gift that Josh was there to steal it, kind of save it from going out of bounds, and he fed Darius. Josh was in on 2 pretty big plays there.
He was. We were going to give our white press a look. We haven't thrown it out there for a while. And we were only going to trap if somebody brought it up the sideline. And fortunately, McKnight brought it a little bit up the sideline. I think Josh just stunted. I don't even think he tracked. And he happened to bobble the ball. And again, right place, right time. And Josh makes a nice drop off, and Darius knocks in an easy layup. But the game many times is unpredictable. I think I've alluded to that in the past. Football is so analytical. The play stops every 30 seconds, and everybody calls their shots. Everybody. There ain't ever been a kick or a snap without 30 seconds analyzing what's happening. Ours is like a spaghetti factory. It's going 100 different miles an hour. So you're a product, really, of the habits that you've created in practice more so than this game coaching thing. I don't know where that